milking cows run down the beach.
Okay, we were lucky enough to be brought on board to do round 2 of Toyota Unveiled. And as some of your viewers may have seen, the first campaign involved cycling through many of the models of the Toyota car line by transitioning through a cloth simulation. That cloth simulation was essentially the model of the previous car that the actors could interact with and pull off, and we'd be revealed with the next car. And through lots of internal R&D and tests and some very, very talented artists, we output what was a great looking spot. We found ourselves extremely fortunate when Brett Foraker approached us to do the second campaign. Brett orchestrated an absolutely stunning, extremely technical film that made our lives a lot easier, finally got the plates and went to post. He's one of those rare directors that truly collaborates with the post-production production agency, everyone involved, to make sure that everyone's on board and everyone understands the process and his vision long before the cameras even start rolling. The whole premise of this next spot was that the cars were no longer static in location, that they were going to be moving through the world. Toyota's whole new campaign revolves around the enjoyment of driving. So we couldn't have a static car in a static location. And we went through lots of different ways or ideas on how we could achieve this. We could either go on location, or we could do what we kind of think we do best, and that's generate the whole world ourselves. And that's what we did. Essentially, we shot a static car in a green screen environment, and that was it. So everything you see in this spot, aside from the live action actors and actresses and the cars, are completely CG. And even the cars themselves are a huge amount CG, because we had to deal with all the reflections. We had to deal with cloth simulations in this spot, and some complementary effects like the leaves and the blowing debris.
Main challenge in 3D was not this time to simulate the cloth, the peel off, because that was already done in the first commercial we've done here at MPC as well. This time it was to recreate the environment, that it acts together with the car that they shot in the studio, that everything sits together, like the house. We had to deal with skies, with beaches, and with a cafe situation. Also that the people sit into our CG environment. And another big challenge was also the time given. We just had 4 weeks of production time and 1.5 weeks previous. So main challenge was time, and this time the environment. Another thing was also the cloth sim again, because previously it was just people peeling off the cloth, but this time it's a moving car, so it's driven by wind. That was also quite challenging to develop.
We had to think a lot the way we were going to shoot all the elements we needed, because even if we are shooting a static car with some direction with outside, which are the people getting in or getting out, so all the elements that we fake around the car while the car was supposed to be going on the road were elements on a travelator. So basically it was like some kind of a platform on a compressed air that was triggered by the camera to reach that speed of 10 miles per hour, for example, people on the beach. That were basically, for us at the end, people static in space, but we fake the car moving, so they seem to be moving. As the people in the cafe, it was a bit more difficult for this one, because that was the moment where the car was supposed to stop. So the people on the travelator had to travel and to decrease their speed and to stop.
Give a little time for the child within you. Don't be afraid to be young and free. Undo the locks and throw away the keys, and take off your shoes and socks and run you. Give a little time for the child within you. Don't be afraid to be young and free. Run through the meadow and scare up the milking cows. Run down the beach kicking clouds of sand. Walk a windy weather day.